feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions, and it's too much sometimes. Mix the potion, mix it up, girl, put it in motion.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Giggle Knack, and if today is the first time coming across my video, don't forget to subscribe. In fact, if you don't subscribe, what do you gain? And like, comment and share. And if you're an old subscriber, man, you people are doing too much. Okay, so as you know, I'm in Canada now, and today I have with me here my lovely brother, one of my bosses. In fact, he has a channel. If you haven't checked, go and check. In fact, if you have plans of moving to Canada through the steady route, go and check his channel, Nana Barfour TV. Nana as in N-A-N-A, and Barfour B-A-R-F-F-O-U-R. So without much ado, let me just introduce my lovely brother. Welcome, Nana.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm blessed. How is Canada treating you?
Oh yeah, Canada has been good to me since I came. I think we are heading to 2 months now. Yeah, so I think we are good.
So how was the expectations like, and how's the reality now?
Honestly, before I had Canada in plan, I started making research about Canada. So before coming, I knew much about Canada. Okay. And honestly, my expectations are met.
That's nice. My expectations are met. You have to come, and if you want to come to Canada through the steady route, as I said, you need to just click on his channel, and he has all the information. Today I have the opportunity to interview him, for him to share with us what he did and what earned him his visa to Canada. So let's start. He started with what certificate did you apply with? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Because I was so surprised when I heard that he came in here with secondary school certificate. I was scared, like he's a bit old, in his 30s, and coming in with SHS. I thought it would be a problem, but he's now here, so it's possible. If you're also thinking about it, make a decision now. How was it? What were the documents?
Okay, so I started with, initially I applied for 3 schools. Okay. I got 2, but looking at their conditions, it was not favorable to me, so I had to wait a little while until I came across Niagara College School of Management. So actually I applied with my secondary school certificate together with my transcript, my passport data page, these 3 documents. Yeah,
just these 3 documents.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, through to the school. And yeah. What did they ask of you? Did they tell you to officially submit any transcript from the school to them, or you did everything yourself? I
did everything myself. Niagara College is not like those schools that will allow you to contact your school for them to send your transcript or certificate direct to them. No, for Niagara College, what you have to do,
then that's good. You can you can consider Niagara College if you are thinking of coming to Canada. Sure. I'm going to insert some videos of Niagara College in this video, because we went there, for a tour over there, so we're going to insert some videos. Okay, so when did you apply, and when did you get your admission?
Okay, I think I started the process last year, May 2022, and I was coming for May 2022. Somebody may think it was too far. Who don't know how to wait. Yeah,
if you don't have patience,
you can't initiate Canada journey. So I started my application May 2022, and I think it took me 2 weeks to get admission. Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yeah,
just 2 weeks.
Recently they issue admission in 3 days after you submit it.
Whoa, that's if you meet all. Okay, then that's good. Just 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, what were you doing from May till this year April? What were you waiting for?
So no, I applied for the school in May
2022.
Yeah, so after I got the admission, it wasn't all. I need to sit down and gather the necessary documents for visa, because getting school admission is not all.
Actually, it's just 30% of the process.
Yeah. So I had to consider so many factors when it comes to my financial status. I have to demonstrate to the officer how I'm able to go and pay my expenses in Canada. Then also there is something that we call home ties, something that connects you to your home country. You need to let the officer know that you are not going to stay in Canada permanently. These are things that connect me. The fact that I have my family back home, the fact that I have business back home, the fact that I have other source of income back home. The probability of me returning back to my home country is 99%. That is what we call home ties. So I gathered all the documents with regards to my financial documents, my home tie documents, and my study plan. What is study plan? It is about 3 or 4 essays that will tell the officer your plans for going to Canada. Why you chose Canada? Why you chose that particular program? Why not any institution in your home country but rather Canada? You see, these are all things that you need to let the officer know. Let the officer know your intentions, and let him know that after everything you will go back to your home country.
Wow. So then let's list them. what were the documents? Now you've mentioned transcripts, the first page of your passport,
Sure.
and also your certificate. That one was for the admission.
Sure.
So in the visa, what were the documents? You mentioned your financial documents. That is your bank statements.
Bank statement,
And
sure. So one thing I would say is that Canada is one of the countries that allows somebody, third party, to sponsor you. Yeah, it could be your mom, your father, your brother, anybody at all, provided you do your things right. Yeah, so I was fortunate. My uncle sponsored me. So when I take my financial documents, aside the bank statement that I collected from my uncle, he gave me his letter of sponsorship, a letter that affirmed that he has accepted to sponsor my studies in Canada.
so if I have to chip in something, is the letter of sponsorship the same thing as the affidavit? Or is it different?
No, to me, it's not different, but the only difference is that with the affidavit, you get called to be a witness to the statement.
Okay.
I think the only difference between affidavit of support and sponsorship letter is the court seal.
Okay. So can you add both?
Oh yeah, I added both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So to be on the safer side, make sure you get your letter of affidavit and also your letter.
Yeah,
of
because if you
sponsorship.
compare the sponsorship letter with the affidavit of support, you will see that the content are almost the same.
Oh, okay. But this
just
one is
that,
a legal.
very
something.
good.
Okay.
Very
okay.
good. For the
Then I'm sure.
affidavit of support, court will sign and court will put a court seal on the this thing, making it legit.
And courts no lie. So if you
Exactly.
add that one, I think you can prove a lot to the officer.
Yeah.
And also, what again, in your statement of purpose, were there any documents you added? Because since you were working after school, I think you had 10 years gap
Exactly.
after SHS. So you need to explain to them what you were doing all these things before you started, or you planned to come back to school. What was it? What did you put?
Okay, so
together?
in my SOP, I explained to the officer why that's the gap. It was brief. I told him that I wasn't able to further my studies right from secondary school due to financial challenges. That was all. And you see, I had opportunity to work as a supervisor at one fuel station. From there, I became a sales manager, where I was later promoted to become a warehouse manager.
Oh, okay.
So I've worked for about 10 years.
So you had a great portfolio.
And then the program that I chose to, it relates to what I've done in Ghana. That's one thing your viewers should understand.
Yeah.
You don't just pick any program.
It should have connection with what you have done, either your work or your background, your educational background. You have to have a connection, something linking you. As you're watching, you're still watching Gegel Nak, and I'm here with Nana Bar for TV. Go and check him out, because he's not going to tell you everything here. He has a lot of information on his channel. So Nana, after a statement of purpose, what would you advise people? Should they write just a one-letter statement of purpose? Should it be 3 letters? How is it? How do you go about it?
Okay, so it depends on you. You see, our cases are not the same. Your case might be different from mine. So you look at yourself, and anything that you need to write for the officer to know that, Charlie, I'm ready for the visa. Put them on the paper and then submit. Somebody may tell you that, look, 4 pages are too much, 5 pages are too much. Bro, my sister, write what you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
So if it will give you 5 pages, just put them on the paper.
Is 5 pages not too much?
Oh, come on, I've seen somebody writing 6 pages. They were able,
that's the whole book.
So if somebody reading your story and the story is interesting, yeah, the person is even willing to read more about it.
But the fact that we are saying 5 pages doesn't mean
go and write
stories.
Make sure everything is on point. Grammar, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, try as much as possible.
Exactly. Now being double checking, it's right.
And after doing that, I had a privilege to get a lawyer.
Okay.
You know what the man is, senior lawyer.
Oh wow. No wonder. No wonder. So now we have your financial statement, we have your SOP, and which other documents?
And my home ties.
Okay, so what do you? Your family?
Yeah, family. I'm a married man.
Okay. You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem.
Yeah, so and I'm somebody who loves pictures. I love to take pictures wherever I find myself. So at my workplace, you see me taking pictures whenever I'm driving. I love to take pictures.
You people think pictures are not necessary.
Yeah, they are very necessary. So I use my marriage certificate.
Wow, that's a strong
tie. Because I'm married, I can't just tell the officer that I'm married. No. What is the evidence? What is the evidence that you're married? So I used my marriage certificate. I have 2 kids. Yeah, so I used the birth certificate. Yeah, one is my biological, and one is my late brother's daughter. So obviously, they are all my kids. Yeah, and then I used engagement pictures.
Wow.
Yes, wow. Yeah, engagement pictures. I made like 10 pictures. 10 of my engagement pictures, yes. And I also made like 15 of my wedding pictures. I wasn't joking.
You meant business.
Yeah. So after that, we had that naming ceremony, what you call outlawing.
Like you had a lot of evidence.
I was
You never gave them a chance
honestly,
to just refuse you, and that
I was
is
following
the
some
thing.
people who know much about it, so I
I
took
think
my
you can
time.
give Anna to
Chocomelonia,
You can check him out.
Chocomelonia.
But he has all the information.
Or a senior man,
Yes.
or your boss,
Yes.
or your boss.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Wow.
I took my time to research more. I keep telling people that you need to have idea about what you're doing. You can't initiate visa application without knowing what you're doing.
Do more research.
I did that's only good in India. But
Read.
we feel, we feel. So also hear more research about it. So when it comes to my home ties, my marriage certificate, my kids' birth certificates, my wedding pictures, my engagement pictures, my naming ceremony pictures, and then at my workplace, the pictures that I used to take over there, I added everything. I was working at a cold store company, so sometimes I enter the cold room and take pictures from them.
It means you're really ready for the weather.
Yeah. I wanted them to know that I'm working. I'm not just saying it, but I have evidence to back it. And I added everything, and I had the opportunity to get recommendation letters from people who know me.
Okay. So recommendation letter from people who know your work.
It could be your workplace or your pastor too can do it.
Somebody to just say good things about you.
Exactly.
And how did you put everything? Did you put everything into one document or one folder? How did you do it? But there are lots. We're talking about a lot of pictures
Yes, okay,
here.
so one thing people should know is that when it's about time for you to submit your application, they have categorized them. And we have proof of funds. That is where you merge any document corresponding to proof of funds. So, for instance, you take your bank statement, then you merge it together with sponsorship letter from whoever sponsoring you. So, bank statement, sponsorship letter, affidavit of support. If the person gives you his or her ID card, you add it. You understand? So, anything from your sponsor,
You just
you merge it together with
And
his or her bank
pictures?
statement. Oh yes. If you have pictures with your sponsor. And one thing people should know is that the officers, they want to know. Sometimes they want you to prove your relationship with the person sponsoring you.
Okay, so you might need maybe a birth certificate.
If you have pictures with the person, is good. You can add them.
Okay.
If you have any previous chat that shows that the person was, talking about your studies in Canada, anything that somebody may see that this thing, it is very strong and it talks about Canada.
Okay, so I'm sure Nana has mentioned all the things he did to get his visa. So how many days, weeks did the visa take?
For me, it took like 2 months because it took like 2 months. I submitted.
After submitting,
it took like 2 months.
2 months is fast. 2 months because it takes some people 6 months.
Oh yeah,
to get
but
this visa. 2 months. Now it's fast.
Faster.
Yeah, but I still know somebody who hasn't received his passport request as a medical, 7 months as a medical.
Maybe I was fortunate.
You're very fortunate. And maybe you also followed the rules correctly. Okay, so after that you got your visa after 2 months.
Sure.
And you booked your flights. And you came. No, how many months did it take you from getting your visa and getting here?
Okay, so because I was coming from May intake, actually I got my visa in last year December 2022. Somebody may want to come early as possible.
Yes.
But,
I have my Canadian visa. Why don't I come?
I didn't know. So when the January intake people were coming, I bought my winter jacket and stuff. I wanted to come with them until somebody told me like, hey, look,
relax.
Don't try to put yourself in trouble. I called Choco and I was like, Choco, telling me I want to join the January people or I want to come to Canada as early as possible. And he said, no, Charlie, look, it's not advisable. Make sure you come at least 30 days to your start date.
Okay.
That is 1 month. So I waited from December to April.
So if I may ask one thing, you had your admission in May. And you came in April. How was it? Because someone may ask, your admission was May. How come you were able to wait till April and your admission was still valid?
Come again.
You got your admission in May 2022.
Good.
And you came to Canada April 2023. So how was your admission or your admission letter still valid from that time?
You see, for my school, when they give you admission, on your letter of acceptance, they will state a specific date for you to make your first year tuition available.
Okay.
So I was supposed to make my first year tuition 1st February. That was 2022. Sorry, 2023. But I wasn't able to meet that requirement. So I wrote to the school for extension. I asked them to extend it for me, and they extended it to September
Oh, okay.
You understand?
This year September.
This year September.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's
so,
good. It means his admission was for 1 year duration from 2022 May May 2022 to this year April 2022.
Exactly.
And he wasn't able to pay, or let's say he wasn't ready to pay the upfront. It wasn't even an upfront tuition in April, so he requested for them to extend it to September. You know, Canada is so flexible. They understand your problem. Just talk to them. Ghanaians, we don't like research. We don't like talking. Talk to whoever is handling your admission letter, and they can understand and find a proper solution to your problem. So now you got your visa, you got your tickets, and you got to Canada.
Yeah.
Which airport did you use?
Montreal. I landed at Montreal.
Okay, how was it?
Oh, it was me. Anybody can't even say that because you see, you have to know yourself.
Exactly.
Some people are high risk travelers.
Who is a high risk traveler?
Okay, a high risk traveler. Are you somebody who is coming in for May intake? You are on your letter of acceptance. You're supposed to start your school at May, but you're coming in late. You're coming in when your school had already started. Yeah, you are a high risk traveler. And are you somebody coming in too early to your school date?
Okay, so coming in too early or too late,
you are a high risk traveler. You are coming in without having a proof that you have paid some of the tuition fee. Somebody may ask, but then I must say, you didn't your school fee and Canada.
You have a time.
Yeah,
you have time. Yes,
it's up to you to tell them, give them a reasonable excuse or something.
So
to
in your
them.
case, you show them that the school has extended your time for you.
Let me say I was fortunate. They didn't even ask me about my letter of acceptance.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh wow, then you were lucky.
Yeah.
You were very lucky. Oh, okay, so now you are in Canada. How long have you been in Canada?
I think I have 2 months.
2 months, wow. You're older than me.
Sure.
2 months, and how is the place like?
Canada is a beautiful place.
Settling in, getting accommodation, getting something to do. How is it like?
Oh yeah, before I was coming, I had already talked to some of the people here. Milo TV, shout out to him. That man is a very good man. Yeah, he has been of help. He helped me throughout the accommodation search and everything that involved my stay here in Canada. He never neglected me when it comes to that aspect. So I did that preparation before coming. So when I came, I had where I was going to see.
That's good. But whenever you're coming in, make sure you talk to people and get a place, because you can't stay outside. It might be cold. We are fortunate the weather is okay this time. We are in summer, but today is a bit cold, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But make sure when you're coming in winter, prepare for who is picking you up at the airport, where you're going to sleep, because you can't survive even 2 hours outside. So okay, let's talk about the money. Taxes. How are you seeing it?
Oh, I can't talk about that because I came here as a student.
Okay. You pay tax.
Yeah, we pay tax.
The funny thing is when you're going to buy something on the shelves, you see a price. Oh wow, I can buy this. When you're paying, you have to pay extra taxes. How do you feel?
There's a saying that when you go to Rome,
you do what Romans do.
Yeah, so now we are here, we can't complain.
It's true.
We have no option than to comply.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you don't process now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what advice are you going to give to our people back home? What should they do?
People should always plan ahead of time.
Good.
They shouldn't wait for the opportunity before they start rushing things out. And visa application, we don't rush. Yeah. It's about knowing what you're doing.
Exactly. Because it's better to be delayed, do the right thing, than to rush and be refused.
So my dear brothers and sisters, it's good if choosing Canada to come and further your studies. It's very good, but make sure you go by the right document.
Exactly.
Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't go and receive any fake bank statement from anybody. Please, the fact that it has worked for somebody doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Always plan ahead of time. Follow people who know road. Follow Choco Millionaire, Billionaires Academy, the Forcing TV, Milo TV, Plan Ahead GH, KT Connect. You see, Ofoi TV, they are all doing great job. You see, these are guys almost free without charging anything. What you say? So it's about time I hear you to know. You better find a brush.
Exactly.
Now you're working towards.
Because I never boy. System near Juma.
Especially go Canada. No catch yourself Canada and ya obwa. Canada come on. Maybe I want too much. It's worth it.
Maybe I want to.
Oh, I want the second cry. I want
Oh, it's so good. And one thing I like about Canadians, they are so nice. You can walk around and people start talking to you like they know you.
Yes.
Even in the elevator, they'll see how was the day. It's like they know you, they don't know you.
At your workplaces, they'll be talking to you as if they know you
they
already.
know you. Like, they are so nice. So I would advise you to come. Will you give shout out to some people in Ghana?
Yeah,
Africa,
my lovely wife, Sarah Yabuamufa.
Mrs.
And she has helped me a lot, and my in-laws are, and everybody watching, give them Naxley, God bless you, and always stay tuned for updates concerning Canada and other relevant matters.
Okay, so
follow Nana Bafo as well.
Follow Nana Bafo on YouTube, Nana Bafo TV, on TikTok, Nana Bafo, on Facebook, Nana Bafo. You will love it. In fact, if you want to come to Canada, go to him, because every time he's uploading something for you to be able to come in. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and we shall meet again. Love you all.
Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even